Stability of infinite slopes. See, what is meant by infinite slope means if slope is existing for a long length, then it is called a infinite slope. So stability means whether it slides or not. That means what is the factor of safety against sliding? So what is the resisting force? What is the sliding force? We need to analyze. We need to find. Then we need to compare whether stabilizing force is more than sliding force or not. If it is more than sliding force, stabilizing force is more than sliding force, how many times it is greater than that? Okay, that is actually called factor of safety. So we need to find factor of safety for this infinite slopes. So we will see different cases also for different types of soils, C5 soils. We'll see. Okay, so first infinite slope. Infinite slope means if slope exists for long length, then it is called infinite slope. Okay, it is like this. Suppose this is hard rock. Anyway, hard rock, with hard rock no problem for any danger. I mean, nothing happens hard rock. It cannot slide. So above the hard rock, suppose some soil is there like this. This is completely soil. It is existing for a long length. Then it is called a infinite slope. Okay, this kind of slopes are called infinite slopes. So we need to check factor of safety. Okay, if factor of safety is less means that is about to slide, that means we need to take care of that. We need to stabilize that. Stabilization means by giving some reinforcement, some geofibers kind of reinforcement we can give to stabilize the slope. Okay, so we'll see the cases. First, suppose dry case, we'll see. Dry case. That means no water table, nothing. So if you take the slope like this, this is hard rock. This is soil. So we will take a one unit element actually like this. Or B width element. Let us assume the slope is theta, angle theta, angle or inclination I. Okay, I is the slope. The soil properties are okay. Height also I will give. This height is, this vertical height is here. Suppose this is capital H. Okay, and the width here is, I mean, take unit width and B width. Width is B, small b. Okay. Now, you see this soil element. Okay. The soil element. Here, area of that element is how much? Area of element. Because it is parallelogram, area is BH into cos I. Y means, see, you know, the area of parallelogram, the The width is here. This perpendicular, this one is B cos I. B into cos I. That's why. The perpendicular, this one is B into cos I. So perpendicular, this one B cos I and height is h. So BH into cos I is the area of the element. So consider 1 unit perpendicular to screen. Okay, then volume equal to how much? Volume equal to 1 into BH cos I. Assume gamma is the unit weight of this material. Okay, gamma. And cohesion C, friction angle pi. So BH cos I is the volume. Then weight how much? Weight equal to gamma into volume. That is gamma into BH cos I is the weight. You know, weight always acts in the downward direction. Weight always acts in the downward direction like this. W weight, okay. W. Let us assume it is W. Okay. Now, what is the normal component to the hard rock? This is hard rock actually. Hard rock. What is the normal component? And what is the tangential component? This is normal component N. And another component tangential component, that is parallel to the slope. Okay. Another component is there. This is N. This is T. Okay. Here N equal to now N equal to W into cos I component, that equal to gamma BH cos I into cos I, that equal to gamma BH cos square I is the N. What about T? T equal to W into sin I, which equal to gamma BH into cos I into sin I, that is gamma BH cos I sin I. That is tangential component. So now, what is the sliding force? Sliding force is nothing but sliding force. Okay, sliding force equal to T only. T is the sliding force. Who is dragging the element is T. T is dragging the element sideways. Okay, it is dragging towards in downward direction. I mean, along the slope in leftward direction, right? That I mean parallel to the slope. It is dragging. The T is dragging that element. So sliding force is Fs, that is T, which is equal to gamma BH into cos I sin I. Gamma BH into cos I sin I. Then who is resisting that? What is the shear strength? That is sliding force or shearing force. Sliding force or it is shearing force. Shear, slide, both are same. Shearing force. What is the shear strength? Shear strength, okay. Shear strength is resisting force actually, opposing. Here, resisting force will be there. Here, this one, how much will be there? Shearing strength, okay. Sliding force is T only. I will call it as a T itself. T. Shearing strength, yes, okay. Let us assume shear strength is yes. Shear strength, you know, C plus sigma tan pi. So this is C plus sigma tan pi is what? C is cohesion, sigma is normal stress into tan pi. That is the shear strength per unit area. But here area availability is B into 1. This is the shear strength, total shear strength. Okay. So C plus sigma tan pi is the shear strength per unit area into area, that is B into 1. That is nothing but C into B plus sigma n into B into 1 is n actually. N tan pi. So see, stress into area, normal force, normal stress into area, normal force, that is n tan pi, shear strength. Then factor of safety, F equal to shear strength by shearing force, S by T here, that is CB plus or n tan pi CB plus n tan pi divided by T by T. Okay, I will write here and I will substitute next step. That equal to C into B plus N is gamma BH. Otherwise, I will write here. So F equal to C into B plus N is gamma BH cos square I into tan pi divided by T is gamma BH cos I sin I. B everywhere it is there, it can be cancelled. So C plus gamma H cos square I tan pi divided by gamma H cos I sin I. So this is the formula for factor of safety. And a special case, if C equal to 0, then F equal to C 0 means what happens? Gamma H cancel, cos I cancel. So factor of safety equal to simply tan pi by sin I by cos I, that is tan I. Tan pi by tan I. Okay. If C equal to 0, factor of safety equal to tan pi by tan I. Otherwise, C plus gamma H cos square I tan pi by gamma H cos I sin I. Clear? Everyone doubts ఎక్కడైనా? షియర్ స్ట్రెంత్ మనం సాయిల్ మెకానిక్స్ లో చూస్తాం అన్నమాట ఇది.
సార్ ఒకసారి సిగ్మా n into b.
సిగ్మా n into
b.
Sigma n is nothing but normal stress. Normal stress means perpendicular stress. Stress is nothing but force per unit area కదా, normal force per unit area. ఎంత ఏరియా పైన యాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది? b into 1. b పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డైరెక్షన్ లో 1 ఉంటుంది కదా, స్ట్రెస్ ఇంటూ ఏరియా ఫోర్స్ అవుతుంది అనమాట.
ఓకే సార్.
Here where normal stress is nothing but normal force by area, b into 1, ఇందుకోసం అనమాట. So n equal to sigma n into b into 1. Normal force divided by area is normal stress. Clear కదా? శ్రీనివాస్ క్లియరా? ఓకే. ఇంకెవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇందులో? జోష్నా క్లియర్ అమ్మా?
Clear, sir.
కీర్తి? కీర్తి క్లియర్ అమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే. మల్లికార్జున్?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So this is dry case basically. If soil is dry, this is the formula. So sometimes slopes may be in submerged condition, completely submerged in water. So we will see submerged case also. Submerged case. Okay. Complete slope is in submerged condition. This is hard rock. This is soil top surface. And completely it is underwater. The slope is underwater. Okay, so slope is underwater like this. Now take here also an element like this. Take this element and let us assume it's B width. Capital H height like this, and inclination is here I inclination. So now also can find weight. Weight you can work out, and normal component of this weight normal component under tangential component T. Okay, normal tangential T you can work out. Okay, now we will see what is weight of the element. Weight equal to, now the soil is under submerged condition. Obviously, gamma submerged into volume. Volume is BH cos I into 1. Okay. BH cos I is the area. Area into 1 is volume. Volume into submerged unit weight of soil. That is weight. Okay. So N equal to W cos I. That equal to gamma submerged into BH into cos square I is the N. T equal to W sin I. Gamma submerged into BH cos I into sin I. That is T. So N T. Now factor of safety equal to, okay, shear strength by shearing force. So that equal to, what is shear strength? C plus sigma n tan pi is the shearing strength per unit area into area means B into 1 divided by tangential force is this one T. Okay, I will substitute T itself. Then C into B plus sigma n into B into 1 is N. N tan pi by T. Now C into B plus N is nothing but gamma submerged into BH cos square I into tan pi whole divided by T is gamma submerged into BH into cos I sin I. Okay, this is F formula. Factor of safety. See, what is the difference with the before one? In previous one, in dry case, Gamma was there. Now it is in place of gamma. Gamma submerged is there. Similarly, if C equal to 0, cohesion is 0, what happens? F equal to what happens? See, CB will become first term will become 0. Of course, B can be you can remove B and you can write further. F equal to C plus gamma submerged into H into cos square 8 and pi whole divided by gamma submerged into H into cos I sin I. This is the formula. Okay, and if C is 0 and F equal to now gamma sub H gets cancelled, tan pi by tan I. So for C0 soils means cohesionless soils, whether it is submerged case or dry case, doesn't matter. Factor of safety is same, tan pi by tan I. Okay. Understood? Clear? Ever get doubt like that? Submerged case?
Sir.
Okay. Next. Third case. Seepage. Seepage parallel to slope. Seepage parallel to slope. That means suppose there is a slope like this. Okay. This is hard rock. Soil ground level. And there is a water table exactly at ground level and seepage is taking place. So water is seeping parallel to slope. Water is seeping parallel to the slope like this. Seepage. Okay. So what will be the difference we will see here. Now as previous case, we take this one element like this element and okay. Now width is here same and height is here h. Capital H. This is B. Okay. Now, what is the weight of the element? See, weight of the element is, of course, water table is, it is the total element is under water, obviously, gamma submerged into, okay, B, H, cos I is the weight actually. Then what is the normal component? What is the normal component here? And what is the tangential component here? Normal component is W into cos I, which is equal to gamma submerged into BH cos I into cos I cos square I. T equal to W sin I, that equal to gamma submerged into BH into cos I into sin I. So apart from this, because of seepage, one seepage force also act on this element. Okay, seepage force will act on this element. What is that seepage force? Water is pushing the soil. Okay, pushing the soil parallel to the slope. What is that amount? That seepage force. That is represented as seepage force. Let us assume it is J. J is the seepage force. Okay. What is the seepage force? How to calculate it? So from soil mechanics basics, you can understand seepage force is equal to seepage force is nothing but seepage. Okay, I'll separately I'll write seepage force per unit volume. Seepage force per unit volume is always gamma W into head causing flow. Sorry, gamma W into hydraulic gradient, where I is hydraulic gradient. What is meant by hydraulic gradient? Head loss by length of travel. Head loss by length of travel. Head loss by length of travel. Okay. Okay. In this case, what is the seepage force? See, seepage force is gamma W multiplied by. See here, head loss is how much in this element? Head loss is, see here, slope is like this. See, this is B. Okay, this is B. See, inclination is how much? Inclination is, see, this hydraulic gradient I and inclination I, you may confuse. So that's why I'll give some other angle here, beta here for slope. So this is beta means B into sine beta. Head loss is, this is head loss actually in this element. So head loss is B into sine beta. Length of travel is B. So hydraulic gradient I equal to how much? Hydraulic gradient I is nothing but B into sine beta divided by length of travel is B. This is hydraulic gradient I into volume. See, because seepage force, the gamma W into I is nothing but seepage force per unit volume. Into volume gives you total seepage force. That is into volume means BH cos I is the volume of the element, cos beta. So here I we need to give separate symbol. Beta inclination is beta here. Cos beta, cos square beta here, sin beta here, cos beta, sin beta. Okay. So beta we used here slope as beta. ఇక్కడ వరకు ఏం డౌట్ లేదు ఎవరికి? డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి. సిపిఎస్ ఫోర్స్ అర్థం కాకపోతే అడగండి. సిపిఎస్ ఫోర్స్ పర్ యూనిట్ వాల్యూమ్ గామా డబ్ల్యూ ఇంటూ ఐ. ఐ is hydraulic gradient. Head loss. Head ఎంత లాస్? పొటెన్షియల్ ఎనర్జీ ఎంత లాస్ అవుతుంది? Suppose this point is A, this point is B. A to B loss. Head difference is how much? B into sin beta, right? That is head loss. Potential energy ఎంత difference ఎంత తగ్గిపోతుంది? B into sin beta. Length of travel ఎంత అంటే B. So Head loss by length of travel is nothing but hydraulic gradient. Clear అందరికి? So gamma W into I అనేది seepage force per unit volume. Into volume వేస్తే total seepage force వస్తుంది అనమాట. శ్రీనివాస్ అర్థమైందా?
Sir.
క్లియరా శ్రీనివాస్?
Clear.
కిరణ్ కిరణ్ లేడేమో. Sajid, what about you? Sajid. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Seepage force. Jyoshna?
Clear, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Seepage force. So in soil mechanics, we will see what is this seepage force per unit volume, gamma Wi. Here just we have substituted seepage force per unit volume into volume. BH cos beta is the volume. So this is seepage force. Now total sliding force is now what? Shearing force or sliding force is what? Sliding or shearing force. Shearing force equal to T plus J. Shear strength, shear resistance, resisting force. Shear strength S equal to what? C plus sigma n tan pi into area, that is B into 1. Okay, that equal to CB plus sigma n into B is, that is n tan pi. So factor of safety equal to, okay, strength plus S by T plus J equal to S is CB, n is how much? N is gamma sub BH cos square beta into tan pi divided by T plus J, T gamma sub BH cos beta sin beta plus J gamma W. Okay, here BB cancel this one, gamma W BH cos beta sin beta. Okay, so which is equal to, I'll write again here, F equal to, I think B gets cancelled, right? Everywhere B is there, BB gets cancelled. C plus gamma sub H cos square beta tan pi, C plus gamma sub, what is that? H, gamma sub into H cos square beta tan pi divided by, in denominator BH cos beta sin beta is common, then gamma sub plus gamma W, gamma sat, BB anyway gets cancelled, H cos beta sin beta, because gamma sub plus gamma W equal to gamma sat. Okay, this we know. So finally this is the formula for seepage parallel case. For cohesionless soils, what happens we'll see. For cohesionless soils, that is, if C equal to 0, then F equal to, you see, HH cancel, gamma sub into what is that? Gamma sub into tan pi by gamma sat into here sin beta by cos beta, so tan beta. See, generally gamma sub, generally if you take 10 kilonewton per meter cube, gamma sat equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube. See, this is half of actually F equal to half of tan pi by tan beta. Okay, that means compared to dry or submerged case, for cohesionless soils, you have seen that for dry or submerged cases, factor of safety was tan pi by tan I. Now it is almost half of that. So factor of safety becomes half if seepage is there. In rainy season, basically, so you can observe in northeastern states, many hilly regions, okay, in hilly regions, roads are blocking because of sliding, okay. Why sliding occurs only in rainy season means in rainy season, seepage will be taking place. Because of seepage, one extra force is happening here, that extra force is seepage force. So because of this seepage force, factor of safety is reducing, and finally stability decreases, sliding takes place onto the road, okay. So that's why road will be blocking there, okay. So this is the case of this seepage parallel to the slope case. Clear? అందరికి అర్థమైందా ఇది ఈ కేసు? ఎక్స్ట్రా థింగ్ ఏంటంటే seepage force అన్నమాట.
Yes, sir.
seepage force అనేది ఎక్స్ట్రా. Okay. Then partial seepage. Partial seepage, okay, case. So without derivation, you can write this one formula. Partial seepage means, suppose this is the slope like this, hard rock, and suppose water table here, suppose water table is up to here and seepage is taking place like this, okay. Like this. Suppose now this is H1, H2. Suppose. What is the stability? I mean, let us assume it is beta angle. So what is the factor of safety here? I will write factor of safety formula directly. F equal to, based on previous cases, I can write C plus upper part gamma H1, lower part gamma sub H2 into what is that? Cos square beta tan pi is as usual. Cos square beta tan pi whole divided by here denominator gamma sat H is there. Earlier gamma H was there, okay. So gamma H1 plus gamma sat H2 into cos beta sin beta. Okay, this is the factor of safety for this. And if C equal to 0, what happens? C0 means same. Gamma H1 plus gamma sub into H2 into cos square beta tan pi divided by gamma H1 plus gamma sat H2 into cos beta sin beta is the factor of safety. Okay, like this partial seepage case also we can have like this. So now we'll see some problems from material. In foundation engineering book, see the page number page number 99. Page number 9, question number 99, 39th page. Question number 99. GATE 1991. An infinite slope with slope angle of 14 degrees. That means slope angle means beta equal to 14 degrees. Is made up of a cohesionless soil having friction angle equal to 30 degrees and gamma T. T means total. Okay, 20 kilonewton per meter cube. It is experiences seepage with the water table at the surface. If the unit weight of water is 10, the factor of safety against failure without seepage and with seepage. So without seepage means it must be in submerged condition, right? Without seepage. It is cohesionless soil. Cohesionless soil means C0. C0 soil. Without seepage means factor of safety equal to tan pi by tan beta directly. Okay. So tan 30 degrees by tan 14 degrees. How much? Tan pi by tan beta.
2.32.
2.32. With the seepage, F equal to gamma sub by gamma sat into tan pi by tan beta. Gamma submerged 20 minus 10 by 20 into tan 30 by tan 14, which equal to 1.16, exactly 50%. So like this, it was 1991 problem. Okay. And see 102 problem. Problem number 102. That is 2014 GATE problem. A long slope is formed in a soil with shear strength parameter C0 by 34 degrees. By 34 degrees. A firm stratum lies below the slope. That means from firm stratum means hard rock. And it is assumed that water table may occasionally rise to the surface with seepage taking place parallel to the slope. Occasionally, seepage is taking place. So gamma sat equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. Gamma W equal to 10 kilonewton per meter cube. The maximum slope angle in degrees to ensure factor of safety 1.5, assuming potential failure surface parallel to the slope would be. So factor of safety is given as 1.5. Maximum slope is asking. Beta equal to question mark. Okay. Maximum slope in degrees. So formula in seepage parallel case. Okay. F equal to gamma sub by gamma sat into tan pi by tan beta for cohesionless soils. Okay. Factor of safety 1.5. Submerged 18 minus 10. Saturated 18 into tan 34 degrees by tan beta. Solve it and tell what is beta. This is 102 problem. Problem number 102. Paper 1. What is the answer?
11.3.
11.3 degrees. Okay, like this. Next. See the problem 104. Same 2014, paper 2. An infinitely long slope is made up of C-pi soil having properties C equal to 20 kilopascals and dry unit weight gamma D equal to 16 kilonewton per meter cube. The angle of inclination at critical height of slope are angle of inclination beta equal to 40 degrees and height h equal to 5 meters. Critical height means where the slip takes place. Slip means sliding takes place. Okay. respectively. To maintain the limiting equilibrium. Limiting equilibrium means factor of safety is 1. Okay, limiting means just it is in equilibrium. Just it is in equilibrium. That means sliding force and resisting force both are equal. Okay, just satisfying. That is limiting equilibrium. The angle of internal friction of soil, friction angle it is asking. Okay, now formula factor of safety equal to C plus gamma H cos square beta tan pi divided by gamma H cos beta sin beta. You can substitute here 1 equal to C 20 plus gamma 16 into 5, H is 5, cos square beta is 40 degrees into tan pi whole divided by gamma 16 into 5 into cos beta sin beta, cos 40 degrees into sin 40 degrees. So what is friction angle pi? So can work out. Okay, tan pi is how much, then pi is how much. Okay,
22.4.
22.4 degrees. Okay, like that. Similarly, 106th problem. Okay, similarly 107, 108 also. Similar problem 109 and 112 also same. 114 also same. 115 also partial seepage case. Okay, 115. You can see 116. Similar problem 116. Okay. And 125 also same. 124 also same. Sorry, not 124, 125. See 125. Then one 131, see 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138. Okay. Complete all those problems, okay? Based on this infinite slopes.